What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like
lying?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television. You can't,
yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting to America.
Yeah. Well, she said, and we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Okay, cool. We actually put that shit up there. And it is another day of MAGA freakout. Oh my god, it's fucking hilarious. Move this closer right here. So another day of MAGA freakout. And those MAGA guys are just, man. I actually had the day off and I feel bad at myself because I was supposed to be streaming a lot earlier than what I am. I just fucking enjoy my day off. That means I'm gonna have to work this Saturday and oh shit. That's gonna be fucking, I don't know. Saturdays is a little bit different. I start an hour later and get off a half an hour early. So it's not the 10-hour days. It's an 8-hour day and I get an hour lunch. So that's actually a little bit of a reprieve. If my days actually went like that more often, I think I would find my job a little bit more bearable. But as it stands now, it's a lot of it's just fucking capitalism. I have, as you guys can see, I'm trying to do a slow move to actually upgrade the fucking floors in this motherfucker. I don't know if you ever took a tour around the White House, as I like to call it. I have been making some additions, have a map room and shit like that. Gotta have a map. And if you've actually not watched the channel as much, you know that usually I have Vegeta on, but unfortunately right now he's taking a break from the internet, which I understand. I've never been one to take a break from the internet. And well, no, I will say this. I do take breaks from the engagement in the internet. Seeing that I have a lot of myself, I don't have cable anymore. I mostly watch YouTube or other digital streaming services for my enjoyment or play a game. So, yeah, I can understand it. I think I have a different relationship with the internet. So I've had a number of different friends say they've had to do that again, themselves, and I totally get it. I'm just one that I don't know what a break from the internet for me would be. I guess I can say that. I don't know what a break from the internet for me would be. And that's kind of scary. The fuck? That's not what I needed. So take that shit. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna need that anyway. But let's get into like a lot of these videos, man. A lot of these videos from these guys have been just like fucking crazy, man. And I personally think that here, let's see what these motherfuckers are cope for. By the way, if you are coping with. By the way, if you can, please like and subscribe these videos, share it, sign up to my Twitch channel at Crimson60620, my Facebook gaming channel, which you can actually see me gaming on Facebook right now, or yeah, and don't forget Patreons get the offline videos a few days early. So let's get into this video. Don't tell me they took the shit down. Hold on. I was scanning through this video, and I really, it was actually pretty interesting, the Hodge twins. Hold on.
Yeah, start the show. Don't take it easy.
All right. So the Hodge twins, ladies and gentlemen. These, okay. So when they first started, like, they were fucking grifters. They were workout guys, and like, they looked, I'm sorry, it looks as if the hue of their camera is a little bit brighter than what they originally looked like when they first started. Now, I'm not saying anything, but they may be trying to fit in, if you want to say. And it's kind of fucking hilarious, right? That a lot of these fucking right-wing motherfucking black conservatives, they try to have a certain look. Try to have a certain. You never see a black conservative actually looking like me, with somebody that has dreads or braids, somebody that doesn't try to speak like they got an accent from Texas or shit like that. They usually try to fit a mold of the respectable ones, and that's kind of fucking alarming because, quite frankly, yeah, yeah. So let's hear this. Now, this originally came out, and I'm showing too much of the shit that I got to do backed up. November the 4th. This came out November the 4th. And of course, this is conservative cope. This is conservative cope where they're just trying to cope with, you know, the election and what happened with Biden actually taking it. And this is before we found out the election was finally called. But yeah, you hear the cope in their voice. They're inhaling that copium. That copium is the thing. It's the bee's knees. And so let's hear him talk about it. Oh, by the way, which is fucking ironic, is that the Punisher, both in the TV show and in Marvel movies, the little Punisher skull that these motherfuckers have on right here. Let me actually pull the screen up a little bit better. This fucking Punisher skull right here that you actually see. This little Punisher skull is actually a symbol of a cop killer, because a Punisher was a fucking cop killer. But you know, motherfuckers don't think that way, right? But let's hear them talk about, you know, what they should not jump to conclusions about.
Not over to that fat ass liberal lady say.
Okay. Let me just change the. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to be a little bit more professional. All right. Let's see. All right, no Conan. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. So, let's start this shit over. had to learn the commands for the YouTube. But let's continue.
Yeah, let's start the show. Y'all take it easy. Don't jump to conclusions. It is not over till that fat-ass liberal lady sings. Until you see her fat ass up there with her purple hair singing.
Now, mind you, there are plenty of conservative, and I hate that I'm starting to do this whataboutism, but there are plenty of conservative women that are in the best fucking shape. But, yo, gotta own the libs, right? Gotta own the motherfucking libs.
This shit is not over. Ain't no way in hell Joe Biden won Wisconsin or Michigan. I don't even think he won Arizona.
Wow, this video didn't age well, right? Right?
Hey, I went to sleep last night. I felt good, man.
I felt good, man.
I felt positive.
Even
man.
though I switched back to Fox News, they hadn't even called Alaska yet. I was like, that's kind of weird.
They
But anyway,
hadn't called Texas or Florida. But as soon as man, it was calling states early like Arizona, California, which rightfully so. California's a liberal shithole and always will be.
Wait, what? What? Come on now, what? California's a liberal shithole. They have one of the best economies in the fucking world. But they're a liberal shithole. It's because you mad. It's because you mad. Let's continue.
New York, but they hadn't called Texas or Florida. Or still too.
New York? Like, again, like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? Let's continue.
Close. He's only up by a couple million votes.
yeah, so I went to sleep feeling good. I woke up this morning. Oh, we just found 138,000 votes for Biden in Michigan. I'm like, what kind of Easter egg hunt shit y'all doing?
All right, so mind you, with these and other fucking conservative mental ward rejects, don't fucking realize they understand. They do the in-person ballot counting first, and then they do the fucking mailing ballots last. Now, mind you, it's a fucking global pandemic going on where motherfuckers actually, are saying, like, maybe we don't need to vote in person. Those Democrats that you said are, stupid, or, the libs that you have an issue with, they actually believe in science, so they wanted to fucking vote specifically without putting themselves in danger. But come on, Hodge twins, of course, you know that. So this whole idea of, well, these votes came from nowhere. No, they were always there. It's just that Republicans don't like the fucking fact that they do everything in their power to stop people from voting by mail and the voting by mail ballots to actually count. You can actually count vote by mail the days before the election, once you receive it, and just put the totals. That's what Florida did. Florida actually changed shit to make the vote by mail actually happen, the votes by mail to be tallied before the day of the election, and just release the results the day of the election. That's exactly what Florida did. But let's continue.
I'm thinking, okay, no big deal. He's got a big lead. How many did you find for Trump? 0. I said, oh, hell no. You liberals crazy as hell. If anybody in their right mind's going to believe that.
Look, this is the problem I have. I don't have no problem with mail-in votes. I don't.
But you just made a thing about the mail-in votes. Literally. What are you talking about? You're talking about the fact that mail-in votes actually fucking gave all these votes to Biden. And by the way, let me just speed their ass up just a little bit. What's up, LG?
But this is the deal. Like in Philadelphia,
Not only Philadelphia,
Detroit, Michigan, they said, hold on, let's not count these mail-in votes. Even though they've been sitting there for days and weeks, we ain't going to count those until...
They're a fucking law. It's the law to not count this shit. If you want it counted, fuck, yeah. I'm all with you, man. if that's what it is, if you want the shit counted, I'm all with you. Fuck. Let's continue.
We count all the other votes, and they're the slowest counters of votes, even with the people that was walking in voting. They was like the slowest ones. Like, why y'all only got 10% of your votes counted?
Right, so let's count all these votes first.
Yeah.
Then we're going to count the mail-in the ballots, even though they've been sitting there for days, weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fishy to me. That gives me the impression like, okay, we'll count these. Okay, we count all those, how much we need. All right, let's find these damn ballots.
Do these motherfuckers realize that that's not how counting ballots work? Like, do they realize that not only did Trump's votes, not only did Biden's votes go up, but Trump's votes went up as well? It wasn't just that, oh, we just pick and choose what these ballots are. The fuck? The fuck? Let's continue.
That's the impression I'm under.
Yeah.
Some states didn't do that.
Right.
Like
Your impressions are wrong, you fucking idiot. But let's continue.
Texas, they didn't do that.
Florida didn't do that.
They counted them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and start counting them because there's a bunch of them to count. So let's start counting. But no, Michigan,
Yeah.
Philadelphia,
Yeah.
we going to wait.
Yeah, it's in all the swing states and all the liberal counties are being very slow with their counting. And the only reason why they're doing it is they're trying to wait to see how many they really need. And then you hear about the things that's going on in Arizona. I already saw the video. They was giving the people that's working at the polls, man, handing out Sharpies to people, knowing that was going to invalidate that vote.
Yeah, it's what the computer came.
No, motherfucker. If they are okay, oh my god. This just makes no fucking sense. They are literally giving them markers so they can cast their vote. I voted. You know what fucking, like, you know what marker that I use to vote? I use art markers. And my vote still counted. Because I voted from home. I voted by mail. This whole idea that they're trying to steal the elections from, you know, Trump or some other bullshit is just trash. That's all it is. It's just trash. But let's continue.
Read it or something?
They can't read it. You have to use a ballpoint pen. Something with a Sharpie. And I'm hearing those same stories in Michigan. And they did it in the red counties where they know Trump's going to get a lot of votes. There's still a lot of votes that need to be counted in Michigan and Arizona.
Yeah.
They've called those states prematurely. Trump's got Michigan and he's got Arizona.
Look, this is what Trump needs.
Don't
right?
listen to what this mainstream media is telling you. They're trying to paint this narrative that Biden has won this election. He has not won anything.
Yeah, so this is what Trump needs. Okay.
Again, this video aged all too well, right? And by the way, Biden's lead has done nothing but increase. Fuck out of here. Let's continue.
Georgia, that's
Yeah,
got to go Trump.
Yeah.
North Carolina's got to go Trump.
Which is leaning hard Trump. He should have those states.
He's winning right now. Pennsylvania has to go Trump. But,
yeah, he's leading good in that state. Even if they get in all the liberal votes, he should still be up.
Right? And he needs one of these.
But nobody is actually saying that North Carolina won't go for Trump. Nobody's saying that Alaska won't go for Trump. What people are saying is that Georgia, my sweet Georgia, is always. No, I'm sorry, I fucked up that song. But they said Georgia's going for Biden because the area that he is voting in, that is still left to be counted, where Biden has a lead, is a heavily Democratic area. And of course, you know, Lewis's former district. So, yeah. It seems that Democrats get a lot of votes in places where it's big cities. Who would have thunk, right? But let's continue.
4 states.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
He needs Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of these 4. Arizona, Michigan, or Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another that slips my mind at the moment. Wisconsin. Yeah.
They're going to do a recount in Wisconsin.
Well,
It slips his mind. The 2 people that have, you know, one brain cell to rub together to try to make themselves feel smart. Yeah, let's continue.
oh, that's
it's
actually
in
5.
between 1%.
Yeah, it's actually 5. Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan. Oh, it's just 4.
Did he say Arizona?
That's Arizona. Now,
They can't remember the shit. Like, god damn, it's 2 of them, and they can't remember the shit half the time. Like, I don't like how. Like, how, man? Like, how fucking stupid are these 2 idiots are? Let's continue.
Trump seems strong to feel they got Arizona.
yeah.
Because there's a lot of votes. They prematurely called that state. I hope y'all right. I hope they prematurely ejaculate whatever you called the vote in Arizona. Yeah, but yeah, don't keep your hopes up. I see a lot of people worrying. You got to remember, when you're looking at TV, they're on Biden's side. They're there to influence how you think. Don't take what they say as a fact. It's all speculation. Yeah. We're not going to know who won this election for some time, and the reason for that is because,
like, it's low-key sad that so many of these guys are just, they're so fucking cope. Like, it's so coping with this shit. And it's just like, how do you wrap your identity in one person, God King Trump, that if he loses, you're just huffing all of this fucking cope. All of this cope. But let's continue.
Because in these swing states, these liberal counties are deliberately counting their votes slow. Yeah. They're deliberately trying to, where's the mail-in votes? Yeah. They waited to count those. You know, we went to the gym today and the parking lot was like half empty. I'm like,
wait, what? What? They waited to count the votes that they are legally required to count last? It's almost as if you shouldn't fuck with people by trying to do mail-in vote fucking tactics or fuck up the mail-in vote. And then motherfuckers like this wouldn't be in such a state where like, oh, but what I think it should be. But let's continue.
Yeah, people at home watching the election, getting updates. They don't want to work out. They're like, man, this is. I mean, I felt really good last night when I went to sleep. Woke up, felt like I caught COVID or something. Yeah. Look what.
Really? Fucking really? How? Like, this shit is not fun. This shit is not something to, like, be fucking. Like, they're making light of this shit, and it doesn't fucking make sense. The fact that these are the same motherfuckers that was actually making fun of liberals. Oh, liberals freaking out because our God King Trump actually, won the election. Now that God King Trump has lost the election, oh, damn, guys. Acting a little bit snowflakey, huh? Is it temperature cold? Because I see some snowflakes. Let's continue.
What they did with this virus, though? Yeah, they weaponized and politicized this virus. Trying to blame it on one man. Tried to blame it on one man. Then they also took this virus and got the mail-in votes. Those people the mail-in to push votes. That. Now think about this, everybody. If Biden was our president at the time of this pandemic, he wouldn't have did anything different. Just look how.
Now this is like, what? He would have took it seriously. He would have told people to wear a mask. Like, he did. Like, he encouraged people to wear fucking masks. I'm just saying, like, we have evidence of that shit. What was it? In 24 hours on the debate, after a debate stage, after Trump made fun of Biden for wearing a mask, he was presumed to have COVID. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
How he handled H1N1, the swine flu. He didn't do anything different. I mean, but what can?
Wait. They did do stuff different, and they stopped the spread of a fucking pandemic with H1N1. What was it? A few hundred people got sick. Less than 10 died from this shit. But your God King Emperor Trump, over almost 250,000 people died from this shit. Those two are not the same. Those responses are not the fucking same. And yes, you can say that he was part of the Obama administration, and Obama can actually take it was Obama's plan that resolved the shit. But still in all, H1N1 versus the fucking coronavirus response. One of these things is not like the other.
The president of the United States do
It's a damn virus. It's not a U.S. problem. It's a global problem. How would anybody do anything different? The only thing you could prevent the spread is because you go in those labs, right? When the people working with viruses, they look like they about ready to go to the damn moon. They got an oxygen tank.
Yeah.
If you would have gave everybody that,
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. If that was y'all's plan, but how expensive would that be? There's nothing.
But that's the thing. The shit would have been resolved. And it didn't even take all of that. That's the fucked up part about it is these motherfuckers think it took all of that. But let's continue.
Anybody could have did differently.
Yeah, I still can't believe how close this election is. I'm thinking it's got to be a lot of fraud because anybody with common sense should know that you can't. It's a virus. And then I'm going through my feed on Facebook and Instagram and just the stupid things people say. You should have told us to wear a mask.
The fuck? Like, what? Wait, what? Like, these motherfuckers actually believe that everybody loves God, King, Emperor Trump. They actually believe this bullshit. How fucking delusional are you? But let's continue.
You didn't take into consideration that he blocked travel from China. Look, you didn't take any consideration when he, limited movements from European countries to here.
Yeah, hey, my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Right? She's liberal, and I was having this conversation with her. And she
Wait, isn't it both of you guys' sister-in-law? Like, I get what you're saying that your wife's sister is fucking different, but goddamn. Like, are they that fucking stupid? I mean, like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You're better than this. Let's continue.
She was real upset. I was like, well, what could have Trump did different? Why you keep blaming Trump for the virus? He didn't make it.
Yeah.
You know what she told me? He should have told everybody to wear a mask, and he don't wear a mask. He's a leader. He needs to wear a mask.
Wait. This motherfucker who is all about authoritarian daddy God King Trump is really gonna actually say that what a leader doesn't matter to the rest of his fucking followers? Is he really gonna say this shit? These right-wing authoritarians, are they really gonna say this shit? Let's continue.
I was just sitting there looking at him. And I was like, so I'm like, when you talk to a liberal, for some reason when you talk to a liberal, they just leave you speechless. You can't say anything.
They be throwing them big.
Wow. They really don't get it. No wonder why people are speechless. Wow. I'm at a loss for this. Wow. Fuck. Let's continue.
Big ass curveball. Like, I did not see that coming.
I'm like, okay, so she's like, even he caught the virus. That's because he's irresponsible. He should have showed leadership and wear a mask. I'm like,
So it's the victim's fault they got COVID.
Wait, what? Wait, what? He's a victim now? See, this is what I don't understand about conservatives and these motherfuckers who think that, oh yeah, it's like they're simultaneously the victim but too strong. Like, how do those things work in concert with each other? You can't be so super strong and also be a fucking victim. The shit doesn't work that well that way. Like, how does that even... I don't know. Like, do they not get that they're admitting weakness as well as making fun of the positions that they would have for themselves? God, they're fucking stupid. Two brain cells between them to rub together.
It's like he got COVID.
That's like blaming a woman who's dressed provocatively why she got raped to me.
Yeah.
How can you stop from getting a virus?
Yeah, and
in
just
a global
look, we're
pandemic?
doing social distance.
You know what? I don't think that they'd do it in Taliban. I don't think they'd be caught in the Taliban, man. Because they want to actually appear to be non-threatening to they fan base. But did they just equate Trump's irresponsibility with the coronavirus to assault? How fucked up are you to actually even like come close to like fucking saying that? How? What the hell? Do they not realize what assault is? That type of assault? Like, what the fuck? Let's continue.
We got the mask, and we still having outbreaks.
Yeah, people still catching it, still spiking. People
Yeah.
wearing masks, people doing social distancing,
Yeah.
washing your hands.
It's
People
just-
still getting it.
It's just something that's going to have to work through our society, and everybody's going to have to build immunity.
You don't have fucking immunity the way you think it is, motherfucker. Oh my god. These motherfuckers. Oh my god. They don't realize that the immunity from COVID-19 is literally three or 4 months at the longest. Do they fucking realize this? Like, for real? For real. Oh god. Let's continue.
To it. It's just something we're going to have to live with until they create a vaccine.
Man, there's vaccines for all kinds of stuff. People still dying from it.
Yeah, man. It's just I was going through my feed like I say, man. People saying, "Yeah, I voted for Biden because Trump is a racist." I was like, man, it's just I can't believe people cannot think for themselves. It's absolutely no proof that this man is a racist.
Well,
wait, what? There's no proof that Trump is a racist? What? What? Besides the documented cases with him and the fucking Department of Justice, where he has been proven to be discriminatory against African Americans with his businesses. The comments of some of them are good people, Mexico just sends are rapists and murderers, and there are probably some of them that are good people. Like, dude, this is literally a sign of fucking bigotry and racism. Taking a full page out for the Central Park 5 and saying that they still should be in jail because they must have done something wrong. That's fucking racism. Oh my god, these motherfuckers are really that fucking stupid. But let's continue.
I'm sure. I'm saying there's no proof that he hates anybody. I'm pretty sure Trump hates everybody equally.
look,
if you do something stupid, he's going to call you out.
Yes, we know the joke. I hate everyone equally and bullshit. We know the fucking joke. That, like, no, fuck. That joke was old before it. Oh my god. Let's continue.
Regardless if you're white, black, brown, it doesn't matter. If he thinks you do something stupid, he's going to call you out. And he makes it easy for mainstream media to...
Like, he called out the troops for doing the mistake of volunteer to be, to serve our country. Like, literally, the people that were around him said he said that shit. But you're not going to believe that shit. Just like you don't believe that he's a racist piece of shit. But you know what? You're probably right. He hates everybody because we all can't be orange like him, right?
Call him a racist, man, because he's not a politician.
Well, look,
he take advantage of things like
a
that.
racist, the meaning of racist to everybody's different. Like, to me, a definition of a racist is like somebody in the Klan, somebody who's an employer and doesn't hire minorities, don't provide opportunity to minorities, don't serve minorities.
Wait, almost like if you have housing and you don't rent or lease that housing to African Americans. What? And this whole thing of just like, this is what I don't get about reactionaries. So help me out with this, right? A lot of reactionaries think because you're not lynching black folks, then of course you can't be racist. And that's bullshit. When you're doing things to specifically marginalize them or otherize them, Why do you think like this motherfucker talks about Chicago like it's fucking the worst place in the fucking world? And for some reason, he thinks Chicago is bad. I don't know what reason that can actually be. But let's continue.
A restaurant, look, we don't serve you.
That's what they hired a minority just to do a specific job like janitorial.
Yeah, that's a racist person to me. Or who won't promote somebody that's a minority, even though they're the best candidate for position. You know, they just give it to the white person. That's a racist to me.
Or giving somebody the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development just because, you know, they're black. Not Surgeon General, but the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. To a neuroscientist. But let's continue.
Yeah. When I see Trump or anybody in politics, I don't have any proof that anybody's a racist.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you like them just asking President Trump to denounce white supremacy, that brings out a perception that where there's smoke, there's fire. So people have that perception that he's racist just because they asked him that question.
And the media knows that.
Yeah, and that
Wait, he literally said that there are both good people on both sides. The fucking Nazis who surrounded the night before Heather Hyatt actually was killed by one of them. Surrounded a fucking Jewish temple saying the Jews was not replace us. Talking about blood and soil. Tacit support for Nazis and white nationalists. But no, he's not racist? What the fuck? And if you're gonna say that because he doesn't know, he's the president, I hold him to a higher fucking standard. But let's continue.
Perception is not reality. But there's a perception of racism there.
Yeah, and there's a perception that Trump has lost this election. All these people that's covering this election.
No, there's a reality that Trump has lost this election, even at the time that you were talking about this shit. But let's continue.
Election, mainstream media, all that are lies. Yeah, Trump has already won this election.
Yeah, but like I was saying about the definition of racism, like my sister-in-law, because he calls like Baltimore a liberal shithole or rat infested, she thinks that's racist because a lot of black people live there. No, that's even if it was white people there, it's still a liberal rat infested shithole.
Yeah, that's assuming that all number of black people live there. White people live in Baltimore. Brown people live in Baltimore. Asian people live in Baltimore.
So when these politicians like AOC and all these other people use this provocative language, call people racist and racism, all that, they don't have no proof that he's racist.
He literally called Puerto Rican people lazy. All on the strength of, well, because of their nationality, which surprise motherfucker, Puerto Rican people are fucking Americans. But let's not tell Donnie that because, you know, he doesn't know because, you know, Puerto Rico is surrounded by water. Big water. Ocean water. Who would have thought it would have been that hard, right? Fuck out of here. Let's continue.
Racist, but they putting the perception out there that he is.
And
that's enough for a lot of people. That's my point.
Yeah, and a lot of people just assume what they hear on TV is facts. And it's not.
They literally cannot think for themselves. They go by what they hear on the mainstream media. Oh my God, that's horrible.
But you know what?
I'm gonna vote for
worst case scenario, let's say Trump does lose, which I don't think he is, but let's say he lose. We're going to be just fine. We still got the Senate. We gained a seat in House of Representatives. We got the Supreme Court. I mean, we have 3 branches of government to distribute the balance of power in this country. So worst case scenario, if Biden and Kamala does become a vice president, I mean, ain't nothing going to change with me. I'm still going to continue to work hard, push my messages, you know, do what I have to do.
Yeah, it's still going to make it tough.
Do you guys hear this bullshit? I'm sorry, it's just like they know it's a fucking grift, man, and this is just what infuriates me because they're not doing it. They're not pushing this shit because they think it's the best fucking way out, best way forward. No, they doing the shit knowing it's a fucking grift. Like, I don't know how some of these motherfuckers actually sleep well at night. Based on the fact that so much of this shit is a grift to them. And they're taking it as, well, you know, it's like, I don't get it. Like, maybe that's just me and how I feel about treating people well. But like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna want to be able to actually watch the rest of this video. God, this is a shit that's fucking irritating.
Yeah, it's going to make it a little bit tougher, especially for business.
And let's just screen cap this right here. Save this for later. Yeah, two idiots. Yeah, so save. Put this over here. All right, cool. So save that. I thought I just saved it. And let me just double check it. Yeah, I did just save it. Okay, cool.
But the joke is on the liberal voter. You actually think your life is going to improve because you think they're going to start taxing the wealthy and they're going to be getting their fair share. They're going to have to start paying their fair share in taxes.
It's weird.
The joke is on you. That was just a ruse to get more taxes out of everybody, including the wealthy, including you.
Yeah, how is Joe Biden and Kamala Harris gonna make your life better? Just
By not being fucking Trump. Let's be honest. That's how they're gonna make my life better. By not being Donald fucking Trump. Are they gonna make the world like so much better than what Trump actually made it? No, but at least they're gonna stop us from being yeeted backwards, like Trump has done. But yeah, sure. That's why we want to make sure that Joe Biden that gets is pushed towards the left by not only, voicing our complaints, but also doing legwork to get more people to the fucking left elected from local offices to all the way to national offices. This is what we have to do. This is the plan that we have to take. But let's continue.
how?
Shit rolls downhill, liberal.
How? I mean, what was that message to make you think your life's gonna improve?
Only person that can improve your life is you. Democrats, they're going to make your life tougher because all they're going to do is tax the wealthy. They're going to tax business owners. Guess what? That shit's going to fall on you because guess what? They're going to hire less people, right, to cover their expenses, to cover their taxes.
Yeah.
So they're really saying that Republicans are shit because they actively punish other people because they're getting paid. They have to pay more, so they're going to punish you. The fuck out of here, dude.
Just going to make it harder for you.
One other thing I want
That
to
money they're gaining taxes, it's not going to you.
Yeah. It ain't.
It's going to
Your life's not gonna get better neither, especially when they can't get those taxes from the rich people. They covered for your ass.
Those rich people are smart. They are rich for a reason.
Yeah, they got the mindset to be rich. I believe people have the mindset to be poor, and people have the mindset to be rich.
Yeah, you need to pick which one you want to be.
That's why when you see people that's born rich, they have the horrible mindset and they go broke.
Yeah.
Wow. Like your fucking God King, Emperor Trump, right? But let's continue.
That's why you see poor people become rich because they have that mindset. But the one thing about this recounting the votes in Wisconsin,
Yeah, which is within 1%. So
I mean, if it's the same people counting, what the hell is it gonna prove? So I want to make
they
sure.
got to validate a majority of those ballots.
I won't, when they recount these votes, all you got to do is look at those damn mail-in ballots. That's why you're going to find all the fraud. They need to count those. They need to recount those votes.
But he said if it's a close election, they get to have an observer observe those counting those ballots.
They need something. I need Trump's Giuliani going. He's bringing some legal people down there. Trump. I need Trump and his family standing there looking at them while they count these votes.
Yeah.
And not only that, they need to start in the areas where they held the votes
Right.
until the very end. Like Philadelphia,
Yeah.
like in Michigan.
Arizona too, man.
And then all of a sudden they pull all this stuff out in Wisconsin. Those 4 key states.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're about to do in Georgia. I have a feeling they're going to do the same thing in Georgia and North Carolina.
They're going to do it in Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be
So no matter what, Trump campaign is still going to lose because even if they do a recount, it's still going to be against Trump because Trump needs to be there because that's the only way they can guarantee that it won't be cheating, right? Is that it? is that it?
A week or so before we find out who wins. Man, a week or so, man, it's gonna be 2 months from now. A week? You crazy as hell. I'm telling you. Trump won this election. The media's lying, and they're trying to make. This is what the media's doing. They're going to say, "See, I told you if he lost this election, he wasn't going to, do a peaceful transition of power. I told you he was going to do it. The reason why Trump been tweeting these tweets and the same things he's saying because he knew with these mail-in ballots, he knew it's going to be a lot of fraud. He knew what the Democrats was going to do, and now the Democrats look at him. I told you, look at him. Man, this dude's a damn totalitarian ape, which is nonsense because we have 3 branches of government.
Yeah, but
our president is not a dictator. Our government is not set up to be that way. So they're going to make it out that he is a dictator.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out there just voting. You're naive. You're stupid. You're a big dummy.
Man,
All right, I'm just done with these guys. And yeah, I don't want to lose my body, so I'm gonna do a little bit of cheating. So anyway, let's come back here. These guys are fucking idiots. Like, they're fucking idiots, and I don't know what to say about them other than the fact that they're obviously grifters. And it's one of those things where it's just like how do they even make money? Like, for real, like, it's so fucking obvious that these guys are this shit. And it's just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So if you guys can actually tell me how these guys are so popular and so fucking right, let me know in the fucking comment section. I just don't get it. Like, I just think that a lot of these guys they're just, I don't know, shit. But anyway.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. They're probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other. Then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.